the coin toss. Well, her conversion rate, and you know, it's obvious that this year she's trying to rack up the most. Ranked 1, hasn't dropped a game. And Chinali and Boost. They got a read from Yatam.
And see you to serve. Love all. Play.
Straight on the attack. Nice fast tempo that Suitsui started with.
Game as a player, knowing that you likely cannot match the world #1, that you know you have to play your best shots to be able to win a point, but you don't want to go on that edge of just...
Realize that, you know, if those mistakes do turn up, that you've just got to be ready to capitalize on them. There's another great example of it. Han Se-young with the perfect length, just one shot.
I always find it's better to try and just play your normal,
And see
as
where it
opposed
goes,
to
I
trying
guess,
to play extra better or perfect shots. That's where all the errors come in.
She has been so far, Han Se-young, in Italy. I think she withdraws from this tournament after, because it's in July, right?
Yeah, typically, I think it's usually after a couple of Asian tournaments that the Australian Open is, and I think next year it's going back to that.
Well, she won it when it was a Super 300 event in 2022 against Grigoria Mariska Tunjung. That was one win. Lee Zuri was the player that has it, so that's what she's aiming for. Simply to the nature that she's won everything else already. This year it's been Malaysia 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 titles, which is already really good. But that's pretty much since, well, just while she's getting through these early points. Malaysia Open, the India Open, the All England Masters, the All England, Indonesia, Japan, China Masters, runner-up at the Korea Open, Denmark and French. Not a bad haul. 4-all. Fantastic reception from Se-young.
You mentioned her footwork being really smooth,
Efficient.
before, and because she's like let her skill do its thing, as opposed to, you know, being off balance or overstretched when she's trying to play shots.
Well, I'm always banging on about it, saying that how you need to be in the right place to play the right shot, and if you can get there early, and that's what her efficient footwork does, it gets her. Wonderful racket head skill. That's in. How about that? Perfectly read. Well, looks like Suitsui with just a wonderful cross kick. Absolutely gorgeous. Corner is, it's like her arm has a different kind of balance to it. And as I said, she is human in certain matches against the likes of Chen Yufei especially. But when she is pushed by those top three, Kane Yamaguchi, I saw her play fantastic with that win footwork back and forth. There's a split step, there's a cross step, there's just a way you get it all together, and that's even stand out. They just weren't as.
Yeah, Alvy's very heavy-footed and explosive, and like puts a lot of energy and force into his shots. She's the opposite. She's very light-footed. You can see her like skim across the ground between her shots. So she's very efficient with her footwork, I would say, and saves a lot of energy that way.
She's soaking up the Suitsu attack right now. That's a perfect lift to the back. It's good pressure from Suitsu, but she has to find a way through.
Great rally. To get to double digits against An Se-young.
That's right. Well, her performance against Busanan was solid. 21-7, 21-16. A lot of people didn't expect that.
She has had
Of opponents, when they play her, it's a question if they will break through. They'll break through once or twice. But once they realize how to do it, the game's over. It's like you need to do it every single point.
Well, once you do it, she knows how you've done
Yeah,
it,
exactly.
and it won't
And
work
then
again the next time.
She's going to adapt. Well, there is that. That's on quarterfinals. It's
The chances are pretty high. It's going
a
to catch
60-40. It's not 50-50 anymore. It's a 60-40. The chances are she got it right. The computer got it wrong.
She's also a wind wielder.
Oh, almost changed them. To get forward, she has. Suitsu trying to pin her. These are the incredible stats that I've seen. She has done well so far. Suitsu. Oh, clip that, it's a bit too low. .360 from Se-young. Suitsu plugging away on the right side, switches to the forehand. That's got to be wide. Mistake that by Suitsu, 16-9, and now
16-9.
might be a bridge too far for her. But compact output from the Japanese player.
No, I have faith. She
Yeah,
can do it.
yeah, so do I, so do I. That's it, that's the point. 10-17. That's the 0.1, but you can expect that. Looks to the sky.
Service over. 18.
An Se-young does like a little double motion at the net. She has some flair at the net. I like it.
Nice little hold, bit of deception from Suitsu. Is essentially 2 foot ahead and about 3 foot up. But An Se-young.
Pace and a movement there to get up to that shot.
That's the best way of saying it. Get up to that shot, because that's what you got to do.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
taking time away from her opponent.
That's the speed. Tracks back effortlessly. And
Game.
settled into the senior circuit so well. It's been a terrific couple of years for her.
Yeah, and I think the thing you notice with someone who is world number one, as you can see through the rounds here, that she just brings that standard for every game. You can obviously get complacent knowing that,
Consistency,
knowing that you are usually far superior to the opponents you're playing, but she really doesn't drop her standard, and that's what makes her the best, is that she keeps that focus, keeps the quality, that movement, everything, round after round, tournament after tournament.
Yeah. As I said, for most of the people watching,
And the thing you often see is, especially maybe players that have a breakthrough win at a tournament, the next one they nearly always cannot perform, and they'll lose like first or second round just because of the kind of emotional, physical, everything that it takes to like back it up tournament after tournament, and she's become a master of it.
well, I had the privilege of being into the ways that she approaches things. And the first thing she said to both of us was, I watch all the matches all the time. I'm always trying to get better. I'm like, what? It's crazy.
All her own matches.
I think now the way she was saying, she watches all the matches.
Oh, just a lot of
she
badminton.
does.
Yeah, right.
She was actually in the audience for the Australian Open for the opening rounds.
Oh, right.
I was
Yeah.
sitting down watching as well. So
You'd hope she loves badminton, considering how much she would be around
if she could do this and not love badminton, that would be the... Yeah, I can imagine. Two recent retirements, Cha Yu-jung in mixed doubles for Korea, and Kim So-young also from Korea. Both recently retired.
Was An Seong's English good?
Yes, yes, it was.
That's good.
Definitely more fluent in Korean, obviously, but obviously.
You guys mates?
No, but I'm 6'2" and he's 6'4", so he's immediately Big Vic.
Yeah, checks out.
There aren't many people that are higher than 6'2". I don't usually have to look up.
Yeah, I think Mads Colding used to out, I don't know, grow him in the weather. And so I was warming up with him, and we were doing just a half-court warm-up, and it's just his size on the court is just crazy. Like, it's literally just one step for him on a half-court to get to every...
Oh, listening, if you're watching right now, it's with the greatest respect. And now, after that wonderful moment of levity, An Se-young has gone 7-love up.
All right, we have to manifest another 10 points for
Suitsu.
Nanami again.
Yep. And Suitsu now in a completely different situation. Weaker side of the court, 8-love down.
And this is when a player's worst fears start to play out.
Yeah, I can imagine from a coach's point of view as well.
Yeah.
9-love up. Well, I kind of expected, I was just thinking in the back of my mind in that first game that she was playing from the weaker side. A couple of shots not available for world number one. But now, as you can see, she's, I'm guessing you get a lot more control from the around the head because it's a forehand. Technically, it's a forehand, right?
Yeah, well, you're just taking it earlier. You can just hit down, get the angles. If you have to take it as a backhand kind of defensive pull shot, you've already let it drop to a lower height, so you just can't hit down from there. It's just either a clear shot or a drop.
And there's the body position. As I said, in a completely different position now.
Yeah, I think we've seen An Se-young find her range a little bit more. A lot less errors than she had in the first set. And then I think vice versa, Nanami has had a couple more errors and isn't able to control the rally as she did in some of the first game.
Oh, well done, well placed. Hwang Se-young in this second game. That took her to the break.
19-17.
Nice reset from Se-young. Suitsu trying to inject some pace into these rallies. That's a once.
She
Five.
came out of the womb. No, but every world champion started somewhere.
No, that's true. Yeah, you don't build the fire of triumph without, burning.
Yeah. Every champion knows failure. Time and time again as well.
Oh, that's great from Suitsu. She's done. That's fascinating as to who she'd play with first of all. So, yeah, how do you play? I mean, do you circle her? I mean, she just does everything in the middle, or?
So surely her doubles defense must be. From level.
A little bit wild from Suitsu. In the last few points, the importance and impact of leading off your attack from the serve.
50.
36 minutes so far. That's a credit to Suitsu. Far better players have lost far less time. A piece of deception from Se-young. Good movement from Suitsu.
Balance
Service
there,
over.
though.
16.
And then that cross-court slice that she loves, just
Yeah.
so short.
Drawing and fading. Nice touch from Se-young. There's that wonderful footwork again to get her into the Se-young's opponent will be either Ratchanokitsunon or Supanida, but that's with full credit to Suitsu. Yeah, it's not the question of losing to Han Se-young, it's the manner in which you did. And I think Suitsu has won a lot of fans today. Oh, full stretch. Well, I just think it's because that was her injured knee.
She did have some good doubles defense in that rally. That was nearly a full split.
Yes, it's a full split in full motion. Oh, another defensive block. I think generally since that knee injury, she's been a bit more careful about falls.
How are you more careful about falls?
No, in terms of after the fall, she's kind of checking diagnostics of all of her limbs and joints. You can't avoid the fall, obviously.
Yeah.
I do remember in her breakout year in 2023, she was throwing herself around the court.
Yeah.
Now the footwork's improved, obviously, so she doesn't need to. On top of that, she...
Like things that could harm you and when
Right.
it's not really worth it.
Well, she's on serve, and this is the serve that could see her into her 15th semi-final. Sorry, 14th semi-final. That is a common trait I've been been very lucky in my career to meet a lot of world number ones in a lot of different sports. As a sports journalist, Michael Schumacher was one of them. 12 match points for the world number one.
Card 2, 20 seconds. Card 2, 20 seconds.
Based on the stats, I'll let you do the math at home.
Nice deception there.
Game.
Good. 21-8 in the second. So it is another semi-final in a one.